Welcome to Keep It a Brick with Hailey G.
This is the king of the coast. Let's make it official.
We're tapping into the hottest topics in the game.
If you don't know, now you know.
A fresh perspective on culture, entertainment, viral news, and just about everything happening around us.
Y'all better listen up closely.
You know we ain't holding back.
Can you feel me?
Now, it's time to Keep It a Brick.
Is that clear? All right, yeah.
Yo, what's good, motherfuckers? It's your boy, Hailey G, and we got the man on the couch in the building, and welcome to another episode of Keep It a Brick. We in the motherfucking building, but before we get started, we got a special fucking guest. She ain't been here since season 1. Welcome her back. We got Soul in the building.
Hey, yay! I'm back. Yay.
All right, enough of that love shit. So, how are you? Welcome back.
I'm okay. I told myself this year that I'm not gonna lie if like how I'm feeling, so I'm okay.
Okay, I feel that. Yeah. Well, again, Happy New Year because we haven't.
I know
seen you since the New Year.
Forever.
So Happy New Year. It's been a while.
Thank you.
You know, glad to have you here. But before we get into the pleasantries, you know what I'm saying? You know what we got to do? We got to get some things out the way. So this episode is brought to you by Irie Breeze Barbecue Sauce. Irie Breeze Barbecue Sauce. Make sure you Google that. Go get that sauce, man. That shit is fire. And last but not least, I'm high already. Deb's Treat Shop. Deb's Treat Shop. You can find them on Instagram at debstreetshop.com. All right. We got that out the way. We got the good shit out the way, right? So now we can go. All right. So Cash, what's good with you, my man? How you doing, brother?
Another week, Wednesday. I'm just getting off. That's what took me so damn long. I'm just getting off and getting back to this side of Florida. I had to work across the state today, so.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah. I moved people, so.
Oh, nice.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. You got to get it how you live.
Shit. Exactly.
Every day. We take it day for day. What about you, my guy?
I'm good, bro. Just, day by day, one day at a time. Just chilling. Yes, tripping off. So last thing I think I tripped off this week was the whole Donald Trump situation.
Free T. Diddy, man.
Man, that man got 34 felony counts. If he was black, that nigga be under the jail.
He probably not even going to be in jail, but
right. He ain't going to jail, but that's another story. I just wanted to bring that up because I know I won't be talking too much about that shit in this episode.
Okay.
I did.
Shout out T. Diddy.
That nigga called him T. Diddy.
T. Diddy.
Oh my God.
Shout out,
man. Fuck that nigga, bro. Anyway, moving on. Let's go ahead and get into our topics for this week. So, the Final Four, the national basketball, or not national basketball, but the national collegiate, NCAA, them niggas. Played their games this weekend. Championship weekend for them. We had some controversy with Iowa and LSU. First off, shout out to the ladies of LSU. Congratulations to them.
Congratulations, ladies.
Yes, congratulations.
No, you was not on my bracket, but I don't think you was on no one's bracket. But that's just me. That's just me. But congratulations to them. And congrats. I ain't gonna congrat Iowa, man. They lost. Y'all lost. Period. Get out. But the whole controversy that surrounded this game was, if I'm not mistaken, Caitlin Clark turned around and hit the "You can't see me" on the court a couple of games in the Final Four. Angel Resse does it to her, but she does this though.
Ring me.
Definitely some. I have a lot to say about a lot of these things real quick. So, first off, I want people to understand where this came from.
It better come from the right person, Hailey.
It did not start with John Cena. Let me tell you that right now. Okay,
we're on the same page.
It did not start with John Cena, people. This was a Tony Yayo thing. This was a Shorty So Seductive dancing on.
Oh yeah, now you say that. Yeah, I remember that in one of the music videos. Yeah,
that was he started that.
What's crazy about that is that G Unit had such an influence that you remember this from Tony Yayo. So when John Cena finally, because what they saying is John Cena basically coined doing this.
Yes.
He didn't.
No, he didn't.
I remember Yayo doing this. You know,
and
I was
he
a part of the.
John Cena admitted it. He admitted that he took it from Tony Yayo, and it just worked. So I wasn't shocked to see Caitlyn Clark. I'm sorry, whatever her little name is. Do the little, do that. I wasn't even mad, bro. I was like, all right, you didn't hit a big shot. Your team is cool. You did your thing. You put your team on your back. You won. Everybody was like, oh my gosh, like, how people do. She's so courageous and so brave. That's how you did. And then Angela Reese does it. And everybody's like, oh, she's classless. Saying blah, 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 blah.
Let me go before
you know how that goes.
Let me add one more thing to that, Hailey.
Go ahead.
It was one game where Caitlyn
Clark. That they called her Caitlyn Jenner.
You better knock it off.
Y'all know how I'm coming. You know how I'm coming. But no, it was one game that she totally disrespected one of her opponents by not even guarding them. Like waved them off like, yeah, I'm not even worried about you. Do what you do. She disregarded them.
Listen.
So go ahead.
No, the only thing I can say on that is not to cut you off, but why is it cool when they do it, but when we do it, it's a problem?
It's like that with everything. You know how that goes. Like we got to work twice as hard. We got to be, the example. And
I just want to know, like, why?
So the shit.
Why is it okay when they do it, but when we do it, it's a problem?
My question would be, why is it a problem with trash talking in women's sport?
Why is it trash talking with sports? Period. That is the point of sports. What the fuck?
I thought the object. We spoke about this a couple episodes ago with Buddy from Memphis.
Yes.
And I was like,
Dylan Brooks.
I thought the aspect of basketball was not only physical, but it was a mental game. If I could talk trash to get you out of your game, and if I'm good at it, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Why is it a problem when the women are doing it? Why is it a problem when she rings me and does this, and the same gesture that was made from Angel Reese was made previous by Caitlyn? I'm gonna just say Caitlyn because I'm gonna fuck her name.
Caitlyn Clark.
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck her name up.
Dub C. We can call her Dub C. She got that.
Cool. Why is it a problem when Angel does it and she does it, and not when Caitlyn does it? What is the problem? What does it revert back to?
I mean, all right. So I don't know if I don't want to say it's a race thing, but it feels that way.
It is.
It feels that way, right? Doesn't it feel that? I mean, I don't want to say that because I didn't want to just be blatantly like, all right, I'm gonna just throw the race card out, bam. But it feels that way because I feel like why is she courageous and brave and all these things, and she's a great, great player and all this shit. And then when they get down to her, it's like, oh, she's classless, she's a thug, you know what I'm saying, and shit like that. Like, what the fuck? I think, you know what I'm saying? That's my thought process with it. And then for Jill Biden's motherfucking ass, like, oh my God. All right, look, I ain't all happy that the Bidens is in office, all right? I ain't gonna go all deep into that. But it's better than we got. It's better than what we had. You know what I'm saying? Better than what we had. I will admit that. A lot better. Whole lot better. Stop saying free T Diddy.
Please don't say that. Please. He needs to be under the jail.
Listen, and the only reason I'm saying free T Diddy is because, hey, he spread the wealth. It was a lot of money going around when he was in office. But continue. I'm all about $1. I'm sorry, but keep going. I'm all about my money. I don't care who's giving it to me. Who?
My man
I don't care
said,
how
"Look,
it's
I
coming. I
got
don't care how I
gold
gotta go
teeth."
get it. Huh?
He said, "I got gold teeth that said I need money." Period.
Free P get it. But
But no, so Jill. All right. So one thing I will call Angel Resse out on. You upset because they didn't have you on the bracket. Again, like I said earlier, no one had y'all on the bracket. So for you not to want to meet Jill Biden because her husband didn't have you on the bracket is bullshit. All right? That's just bullshit. Just say you don't want to meet it. I don't even think she should be meeting you motherfuckers before the game anyway. That's something that you say for after the game.
Yeah.
That's one. Two, you gonna invite both teams to the White House for what? You don't do that shit. When has the loser ever went to the fucking White House?
once again, it revolts back to fucking race. It revolts back to fucking race, bro. I'm sorry. It has to. But can we agree that Joe probably doesn't know nothing about basketball to be even considering the brackets?
And there's only a few presidents that I respect that knew about brackets and that knew about sports. Obviously, Barack Obama is one of them.
Bo knew.
You know what I'm saying? Even George W. Bush knew sports, my nigga. Straight up. He was picking Texas every goddamn time, but we knew that. We knew that. That's not the problem. Joe Biden don't know shit about sports. I don't think Joe Biden knows shit about sports like that.
The root cause to all this shit is race now. Like you said earlier, no losing team has ever been invited to the fucking White House.
Never.
Or was ever
So why are they now?
Right.
Oh, because somebody got their feelings hurt?
And that's where I said, so we giving out participation trophies now. Because I ain't know that, the loser, of the NCAA championship game, they get to go to the White House and they should see it. If that's the case, then they might as well go and cut down their net too.
Exactly.
Like, what's the fucking purpose of that?
What are you doing it for? Who are you doing it for?
I don't know, man. I just kind of find it a little aggravating.
I think we need to understand that women's sport is as competitive as men's. Mm-hmm. I'm going to give them that take because they do their shit over there.
They do.
Whether it's from college to the pros, them ladies be balling. I can't fuck with a lot of them.
Listen, one of them ladies will put me on my fat ass, nigga. Cross me, break my ankles, nigga. I'm on the sideline.
Okay.
But are you guys watching those games?
No. I'm not gonna lie. No.
Exactly. And that's the problem. Nobody's watching those games.
Wait.
Are you watching those games?
It's a difference though.
No, but I'm just saying. Listen, I don't watch no games. So
that's fucked up. So that is so fucked up to call us out for that just now. Listen. I think women's basketball wasn't introduced to late, right? It was very late early 2000s, late 90s, I think. Women's basketball got women's basketball has always been a thing, first of all. But it didn't really hit its stride until about the late 80s. You know what I'm saying? Like around that early 80s and shit like that. Because women's basketball in college was crazy. Because you had Cheryl Miller out there balling her ass off, you know what I'm saying, for USC. Legend. I don't even know who that is, but
I don't know who that is either. I just remember
Big dog.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
Cheryl Miller is Reggie Miller's sister. I mean, yes, that's Reggie Miller's her brother. Cheryl Miller's the oldest.
Isn't she a anchor?
She's a sports analyst.
Yeah, okay, yes, I know who you talk. I know of her
Miller.
because of that.
That is Cheryl. Yo.
I'm sorry. Ma'am, don't come for me. I'm sorry. And don't come for me in the goddamn comments. I'm sorry.
She may pull up.
my point was that as far as sports go, men's sports dominated all across. We got the biggest spectacles when it comes to the Super Bowl, the championships, the finals for the NBA, fucking what's it called for baseball? What's the championship called for
World Series.
World Series.
World Series. That is something big because of the men, the competitiveness between men. You know, women, I give them their props. Do I watch them games? So no, but I've seen and I know of some players. Follow a lot of them on Instagram.
Same.
I see what they do. I'm sorry, and I don't even like Instagram, but I follow them on Instagram just to get a view of what they can do and how they're balling. You know,
Skylar Diggins, great female basketball player. Candace Parker, great female basketball player. Tia Cooper, great female.
That's my baby.
That man, Lord have mercy.
Okay, so are you guys following these ladies because of their skills? Or are you following them because of their looks?
All of it.
All of it.
All of it.
All of it.
Lord. Oh my God, you guys are a mess.
And then, and for me, the biggest thing is that they're actually being themselves.
Right.
You know, the nails, the hair, everything.
Hey, what was
they're being themselves, and I love that for them.
She was a great ass basketball player too, though. What's her name? Her last name was Moore, but she ended up marrying Maya Moore. She ended up marrying old boy from jail. I was mad to the motherfucker, bro. I was mad. I was hating.
You know, don't get it twisted. Females in sports. Fucking what's Muhammad Ali's daughter name? Layla.
Mm-hmm.
Beast.
Yeah.
A beast.
You even
Ronda
had
Rousey when she was in UFC.
You had George Foreman's daughter, who was also a great female boxer as well, bro. It's so many. It's like, again, I wish people stop downplaying women's sports, because there's some women's sports I will watch. Basketball just ain't one of them. And the reason why.
So which ones are you watching? I'm just
volleyball.
You lie. You ain't watching nobody's volleyball.
I'm not.
Women's volleyball, I will watch.
You guys are both really watching that.
I don't even know them girls' names. I'm just watching what it do. That's
it.
Tennis, I will watch tennis. Definitely watch female tennis before I watch men's tennis. I don't give a damn about the men. I ain't gonna lie.
Gymnastics. I'm even go further.
Gymnastics. I will watch gymnastics. I will watch gymnastics, Olympic style gymnastics, or collegiate gymnastics. Because in the colleges they be getting it cracking. They be getting it cracking.
I want to see an all-female football team.
I watched the Lingerie Bowl.
Football league.
I watched the Lingerie Bowl.
They have like the, what is it called? What are the leagues called? Not the, I can't think of the name right now.
Flag?
No.
Oh,
it's like, it's like not professional, but like semi-pro, I guess.
Oh yeah, semi-pro. Yeah.
I know they had a San Diego had a team. I thought, yeah.
And they tackle?
Yeah.
YouTube. Let's go. But
oh my God, you guys.
I'm telling you, listen.
But no,
stop
we do pay attention to the ladies though. We do pay attention.
There's certain women's sports that I'm watching.
Watch the games so they can get paid more.
No, you watch the games.
I don't watch no games, so
I watch women's sports.
So you can't tell us to watch the game.
Because you guys are watching males, but you guys are not watching the females.
No, I watch women's sports. Period. I do. Like, I watch women boxing and combat sports. That shit is dope. I love to see a woman beat a motherfucker up. But basketball, no offense, sometimes WNBA basketball is a little boring. It gets a little boring. And I would watch basketball. I would watch the WNBA if they did more dunking. I need dunks. I need y'all to dunk. I need y'all to dunk. Y'all can dunk. I know y'all can dunk. And I got.
Do they just not do that, or what? Like,
that's not what women's basketball is about. I mean, there's only one person there's only a few people that's dunked in the WNBA.
Mm-hmm. And who's that?
Lisa Leslie is one of them.
Oh, okay.
And Brittany Griner is the other.
Brittany Griner, yeah. Brittany Griner.
Oh, wow. Okay.
She dunked.
Yeah.
She dunked.
Interesting.
I need more of that, though. I need a little bit more of that.
Y'all heard my voice change for her?
Yeah.
You put your deep voice on?
Her voice deeper than mine, goddamn.
I know. Like, when she first talked, I was like, what? Like, I didn't expect that, but hey.
Young man, get off that basketball court.
You know what?
All right,
Anyway, I
man.
digress.
Don't start.
I digress. Back to LSU in Iowa. But yeah, you don't invite both teams to the White House. You don't do that. I don't see the purpose in that.
No, I don't either. But
All right.
side note, shout out to SDSU. That's my city.
Oh yeah, shout
They
out to San
came
Diego
pretty
State.
close.
Yeah.
They did not win, but they were
No.
close.
I was rooting. So here's the deal. I was rooting for San Diego State. Because my team got knocked out. My team is UCLA. So when it comes down to basketball, it's UCLA. When it comes down to football, it's USC. That's what it is. But yeah, I had a lot of love for y'all. I was hoping that y'all beat UConn, but UConn.
We were hoping, but next time.
What? Oh yeah, not UConn, nigga. Not the U. Y'all made it, but not too.
No,
far.
not the U either. But it's Florida up there.
Oh, FDU.
Huh?
FDU. Is it FDU?
No, just Florida. Just the University of Florida.
Oh yeah.
Gators. That's it. Not
That's
Miami, not FSU.
Were they even in the?
No, I don't think
they
so.
they didn't even make
FIU made it further.
What about what is that team? What is that team? Florida A something? FAU?
FIU.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did it. Moving on. Anyway, we're done with the basketball thing. All right.
Shout out to LSU though.
Shout out to LSU. So academics.
Moving along.
Yeah, academics was upset with J. Cole and Drake and K. Dot for dodging the rap outlets. He says that they dodge rap outlets. They don't never come to the rap outlets. They only go to like Rolling Stone and white outlets and stuff like that. So,
ready? You ready? So you want to go?
Oh, yeah. Well, I was going to say, I feel like the people that he mentioned, they don't go anywhere. I don't see any of those rappers doing any interviews. So I don't know why he's made it seem like it's like just hip hop outlets. I don't see K. Dot doing any interviews. J. Cole never really does interviews. Drake really doesn't do interviews either. So I don't think it's personal.
I think Act just hating because they ain't coming to him.
Oh I don't think
they're not doing. Anyway. You know what I'm saying? He's not getting those views from him, so that's an issue.
Yeah,
I can understand that. I can understand that issue for Act.
Okay,
he's a hater. True enough. Give him that.
True.
To me, he's a hater. Act doesn't support their music. Act supports drill artists. Act supports a Tekashi 6ix9ine. Act supports a fucking Chicago roster of rappers. The drill rappers out of New York. That's Act's style of music. I don't even know if he's a real fucking DJ. Don't even know how he got his credentials. I'm gonna go in on him.
Yeah, good question.
I don't know how he has his credentials. Listen, for me, Act is a YouTuber to me. All jokes aside, just a YouTuber. I don't want to know what's going on in J. Cole, K. Dot, Drake, Lil Wayne, everyday thing with interviews. It's supposed to be a mystery with those guys because of who those guys are, because of what those guys bring to the game. I don't need to know their next 18,000 moves in 1 year. Man, plan that shit out like y'all playing y'all albums. When y'all get ready to do an album, give them a press release. Let the press know what's going on. Let the fans know what's going on, because guess what we're going to do? Support them anyways. We're going to support them anyways. A lot of people ain't checking for them interviews from those rappers. They checking for the music. What does K-Dot have to say next? What does Cole have to say next? You know, that's what I look for with those guys. I don't want to know what they got going on every damn day. Last thing I heard about J. Cole, he was in the damn league over there in Africa or some shit or something. I don't know where it was. I didn't even know that. It wasn't pertaining to music for me. You know? But Act for me is a dick rider, and not, excuse my language. He's a dick rider. You don't support their music. Act don't never say nothing about them guys. And now when you want to go on a rant about those guys, it's about you think they don't support the media outlets, or they're not going to media outlets for interviews and stuff. Like Act gets called out on a lot of stuff.
Act does a lot of fuckboy shit. Let's get
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I can't stand him. I don't like him. He does
fuckboy shit, and but my thing is that he does fuckboy shit, and then he expects people to support that shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, cool, bro. Like, that's how you moving, that's how you moving, that's how you living. But they don't owe you niggas no type of interviews, first of all. You know what I'm saying? They don't owe that to y'all. They don't owe anything like that to you guys, and then like Cash, just to double down what you said, like those type of artists should be a mystery. You want them to be, what I'm saying, like mystics. Like Tupac didn't even give that many motherfucking interviews. You know what I'm saying? You got seldom interviews from Tupac. You may have got a Vibe magazine cover or a Rolling Stone cover here, but it wasn't like, you know what I'm saying? Tupac was just always being interviewed, or Biggie Smalls was just always being interviewed. And they didn't duck the rap outlets because shit, they was listening to they shit. They was promoting they shit.
Yes.
Unlike what he does.
Yes. Exactly.
Yeah, I just think the culture is changing. I feel like they're controlling their own narrative.
Right.
You don't have to do interviews. You can go on your social media and, you know, say what you want to say, or podcast, or there's so many different outlets now where it's not just the, regular media.
You
Yeah,
gotta
absolutely.
understand
Not
that. You know
even
how many of these artists are getting tired of being asked the same question? They ask these artists questions that could possibly incriminate them sometime.
right.
And they just
Looking at
badger
you,
at them
Vlad
about it.
TV.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and,
I know
and
he's
shout out
always.
and that you brought Vlad up. Shout out to the ones that know how to dodge those questions.
Yeah.
You know how to move around. Hey, I ain't got time for that question. I'm on to the next. But a lot of these artists don't like the fucking interviewers because of the questions that they're asking.
Right.
You're asking about legal issues. I don't want to know about their legal issues. We'll see it when they come out. Let them fight their case in peace, because you're not a lawyer.
Right. Right. It just bothers me some, like I said, with Act, like I said, because how he like cherry picks shit, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, look, man, and I want to be a fan of Act because I like some of the stuff he does do, but a lot of the shit he do is fuckboy shit, and it's like, I get it.
Always.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. You doing that for, what I'm saying? You doing that for the show, and then you getting the check. You know what I'm saying? Because it's easy, but come on, man.
Let's keep
Got
it
to do
real
better.
now. Let's
Got to
keep it
do
real.
better.
Act ain't invited to. Act is not invited to the barbecue.
Fuck
What
no.
anybody said.
No.
Hold up, big dog. You made a face, big dog.
He definitely wasn't invited to the barbecue because, I mean,
Oh, okay.
if you invite him to the barbecue, you invited drama to the barbecue. So I don't. Stay your ass on
Act
the
is
other
not.
side of the wall.
I'm not checking for Act. I promise. I'm
No,
not
I'm
checking for
not.
Act.
I don't.
What I will say, when he was on Complex and they had I forgot the name of that damn podcast they had. Him,
Oh, with
Joe
him and
Budden,
Mm-hmm.
and the girl,
What was it
the lady.
called?
I
State of the
was I,
Culture. Is it State of the Culture?
Yes, I think that is
I
it.
think it was State of the Culture.
I
Yeah.
don't think so. I don't think so. But I don't think that's the name actually. But I was a fan of that. I used to watch that show. Act did a lot of fuck shit on that though. Said a lot of fuck shit. Joe did too.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know, man. It
My
was
question to the public, to the people, to the bricklayers out there, where did he get his
bricklayers.
credentials from?
That's what
I
you want to
want
know. What school he went to for?
what
Like
because
who co-signed this nigga to be a DJ? I ain't
Nobody.
heard this nigga spin
I've
no
never even
record.
seen him. Yeah, I've
it
never
was
seen him DJ a party or anything.
the show was called Everyday Struggle. That's what the show was.
Oh, okay,
Everyday
yeah.
struggle,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
It was called
Yeah.
Everyday Struggle, and I used to like that.
Yeah, it was good.
But where did he get
Everyday
his
struggle was
credentials?
good.
Who said he was? I'd never seen him DJ. Never seen him DJ. So, but Ack is one of the biggest trolls in the game to me. He is a troll, very big troll,
Yeah.
and he getting the bag though, so I can't hate on him because he getting money.
I can't hate on him.
To me,
like,
he
he
doing
gonna
it the
get his
wrong way.
bag, bro. I just hate to see him go down bad like that, bro. Like,
Yeah.
you begging. To me, it sounds like you begging for them niggas to come on your show.
And that's not gonna make them come. They're still not gonna come.
They're not coming.
And
to
shout out to Cole too, because Cole just did the what is it called, the Dream Festival?
Yeah,
Fest?
Dreamville.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Dreamville Festival, y'all. I got to get to one of those because that looked like it's hype.
It did, bro. He had everybody on stage. Just to take a quick detour to something positive about J. Cole. Like, straight up, like, that was dope. Like I was the crowd singing Whitney Houston to J. Cole and shit, and it just seemed like it was a vibe, bro. A vibe I
All
would
right.
love to be a
Yeah,
part of.
me
I would have been,
too.
I would have loved to be in a part of that. I want to get to one because people look like they were hanging out.
Yeah, man. I have a bucket list. My bucket list is a WrestleMania,
Okay, like
and
green shirt guy,
huh?
green shirt guy.
Fuck that nigga. I mean, if I can get in like him, but WrestleMania and a Dreamville concert, a Weekend concert.
Gotta go to an Abel concert, not a
Gotta go
weekend.
to a Weekend.
I don't want to go to a weekend concert. I want to go to an Abel concert.
Yeah, I seen the Weekend like when he was like first out.
When he was first out, that's
Yeah.
the weekend I would love to have gone and witnessing.
We're gonna have to have a debate about this off like on the show about the Weekend, because a lot of people I get listen, I've been listening to the Weekend for a very long time. I'm
Me
a
too.
stan. I'm gonna admit it. I am a stan. I am an Abel Tasafe stan, bro. I get it. I get it. Anything the Weekend does, I listen to and I support it. Straight up. But I need people to understand that music evolves, and so do your artists.
Oh yeah, for
True,
sure. I just feel like
true.
he just completely changed his whole
Style.
like it's not really evolved. I feel like it just flipped to like something completely
It's not bad
different.
though. It's to me, it's not bad. I think. All right, so
No,
look,
it's
let's
not
take a little
bad.
detour since we're going down this rabbit hole. Fuck it. Let's take a
We
little
got
detour.
let's explore. Let's
Let's
explore.
explore.
Let's
So
explore.
let me get your top 5 Weekend albums. He has over 5 week. We have over 5. Give me your top 5. Ladies first.
He has 5 albums.
He has over 5 albums.
Go
Um,
ahead,
So hold on. So he has over 5 albums. Let's go through the list
yeah,
of
I
these
need to
albums
look
real
this
quick.
up.
Thank you. I
Yeah.
like that. Let's do that because I didn't know it was. I know mixtapes.
Yeah, me
Basically.
too. That's
So
what I
yes,
know, like his earlier
the
stuff.
trilogy, the trilogy,
Yeah, the
which is
trilogy, that was my favorite.
those
One
were
of
the
my
mixtapes.
faves.
So you have those 3 right there, right?
Mhm.
Those are now albums because they have
Okay.
been re-released.
House of Balloons was my shit.
House of Balloons. So that's what turned. So I was listening to him before House of Balloons, but House of Balloons was the shit.
That was my
Yeah,
shit,
that
bro.
was a good one too.
But I also understand that everybody loved The Weeknd because of the shit he was talking about. He ain't talking about that shit no more. And so now that he's not talking about like being heartbroken and just nigga smoking a whole pound of weed, you know what I'm saying, and shit like that, everybody's like, well, this nigga's changed. Straight up. So, and then you have, let's see, you have After Hours, you got The Beauty Behind the Madness, you have Dawn FM, you have Echoes of Silence, House of
Echoes of
Balloons,
Silence, House of Blues,
Yeah, no, I
Thursday.
fell off
Kissland.
on all those. Just Kissland. I like Kissland.
Kissland, My Dear Melancholy, Starboy,
Yeah, no. Mm-mm.
Thursday, and that's it. So, yeah.
And
So
Beauty Behind the Madness was okay.
Beauty Behind the
What?
What? Listen.
What? Kick her off the show now, people.
I like the old, like I said.
Listen. Now, I will say this about Beauty Behind the Madness. There was touches of trilogy in that album.
Oh yeah, there was. That's why I said it was all,
It wasn't just as dark to me. It wasn't just as dark. Trilogy was dark. Echo, fuck that, because I wasn't.
Give me your top 5, man.
Me? I'll go first,
Yeah.
goddammit. Echoes of Silence, Thursday. House of Balloons. I gotta go Beauty Behind the Madness, and Starboy was one of my favorites too. Starboy, because that was the second album.
Okay.
Now,
All right.
Dawn FM, that's the name of that shit? No.
Yes. You smoking crack.
My
and
Dear
that's
Melancholy?
Okay. We're gonna get you right.
Is My Dear Melancholy, right? That was the one with 4 tracks on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
It only had 4 tracks. I was a big fan of the song about was it Ariana Grande? No, not Ariana Grande. It was my other
Selena
girl.
Gomez.
Selena Gomez. I was
Call
a big
out my
fan of that.
name.
Call out. Boy, I cut a piece of me for you.
Oh my
Give me
god.
Listen.
okay. Go.
So my
So give me. So what's your top 5?
top 5
Top
songs.
5 would be definitely Trilogy. That's number 1.
So you got 3 of those. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
House of Balloons, and then Kissland, and then Starboy.
All
I,
right. All right. All right. Fine. That's fine.
yeah.
So I'm gonna go with the trilogy, which starts it. All right. So those are my 3 right there. So and this is where it gets fucking tricky. This is where it gets tricky because I didn't really care for Kissland. I thought Kissland was a little whack. It's only some songs on Kissland that's like,
Couple
okay, those some
tracks.
hit.
Couple tracks.
Couple of tracks.
Couple
Okay.
tracks.
Couple of tracks. Wanderlust is one of them. Wanderlust is one of them. So where it gets tricky for me is After Hours definitely is up there. After Hours is up there. Then Don FM. And this is hold on, and this is why. After Hours, bro, was dark as shit. One, he had some that fucking that first song with him and Metro Boomin, crazy.
Is that the album when he was doing the facial thing?
Yes.
Yeah. No. But keep going.
You know what? Fuck you. First of all, nigga.
When he was
Like,
walking around with the
with the
black
face mask
eye
off.
and
Yeah. Well,
Because
that was.
if I'm sorry, Holly. If I'm not mistaken,
ahead.
After Hours was supposed to be the follow up to is it Starboy?
No.
Which one was it? Because it was a follow up album, right?
No. This wasn't a follow up album. This was just an album. So here's the deal. A lot of people don't understand he's making 3 trilogies, right? So he's made like 6 trilogies. So you have the trilogy, right? Then you have Kissland. Then you have Starboy. Then after Starboy, it was Beauty Behind the Madness. Those are the trilogies. Then you have, My Dear Melancholy was like just
It really
something
wasn't
in
an album.
between. Yeah, it was something in between. You know what I'm saying? And then you have, fuck.
Dawn.
I just said that After Hours, and then Don FM. And then you have another one. He's dropping another one soon, but whatever that's going to be, and then that completes the trilogy. Then you
what's your favorite Weeknd song?
That's
hard. I'll go first if you want me to. I
can go first too. Mine is Outside.
Outside is a good one.
Yeah,
Outside is off of Echoes of Silence.
Yes.
Okay. Y'all going by trilogy. I don't need the trilogy to go by these songs. I'm going by the name of that song. There's a couple, but go ahead, Holly.
Yeah, I got too many to say. I can't.
Okay, just do it like this. So I'm gonna come back to you. Top 3 songs from you by The Weeknd.
For me?
Yeah, Outside. So.
Oh, Outside. I gotta think about that. I don't think I can.
Just see, can't choose just. I can't choose just 5 songs from The Weeknd, bro. It's hard. I can't.
What?
I can't. I refuse to. As a stand,
Well, let me get one song from you there. We'll do the one song.
Wicked Games. I like Wicked Games.
Wicked Games is good. If I had to choose one, it would be just one.
Just one.
Just one. Now this one is I don't think a lot of people resonated with this one. And this one is like off of Don FM. Out of Time. Out of Time.
Oh, I like that one.
Out of Time, bro. It's between Out of Time and Less Than Zero. If I had to choose those 2 out of that album, right? And then if I was to go for like Echoes of Silence, DD in Montreal. Montreal is a hit, and it's a sleeper hit.
So for me,
Yeah,
I'm gonna go Valerie.
that's
Love
in the
Valerie.
trilogy. Yeah, that's in
That's
the
in the
trilogy.
trilogy. I love Valerie. I like Tears in the Rain.
Tears in the Rain was good.
I love Tears in the Rain. He sound like Mike on that, like a young Mike on that. I like that.
Well, how you don't like Out of Time? Because he sound like Michael on that one.
He does.
I gotta hear it. I didn't hear Don FM.
Oh my God, you are
That's the
horrible.
thing.
Go listen to
Yeah.
Don FM, bro. You should listen to
I gotta
Don
listen-
FM.
The Party / After Party, one of my favorites by that boy. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
Wicked Games. I could go on for fucking days because I could go to albums and I will give y'all some shit. Enemy, that's an unreleased song on YouTube. Enemy,
King of the
I'll
Fall.
give y'all some shit. Huh?
King of the Fall. King of the
Fall?
Fall. King of the Fall.
King of the Fall.
King of the
Same
Fall.
old song.
Same
old
song.
song. Motherfucking
Man.
Las Vegas. What's the name of that song? Heaven and Hell, Las Vegas, some shit like that. I think.
Yep. Heaven
I
and
used to
Hell.
love that. Heaven and Hell. I love that song.
Another
I
one.
can give y'all songs by the weekend.
Another favorite one of mine off of Starboy though. Die for You. Die for You.
Yeah, they kind of played
Die
that
for
one
You
out.
hits different. Die for You hits
Yeah.
different.
Yes.
Yeah. But all right. We kind of got off
And Call
track
Out My
there.
Name is one too.
Yeah.
Call Out My Name is good. Yeah. All right. We kind of got off track there because we started talking about the weekend.
Yes.
That was good.
That was good though. Definitely. You want to hit the middle plug, my man? You want to handle that?
Yeah, I go to the middle plug. Hey, bricklayers. Shout out to all the bricklayers. Shout out to Soul for being here today, man. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know where to follow us at. Please make sure you follow us on Instagram at Keep It Brick. That's at Keep It Brick. Also on Facebook at Keep It a Brick. YouTube, make sure all you bricklayers keep coming through, building this foundation for us at Keep It a Brick. Y'all know we go continue to flood the YouTube streets, and make sure y'all mess with us on YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell notification for new releases. Also, make sure you check us out on all podcasting platforms. We are on all podcasting platforms. Whatever you choose to listen to your podcast on, we should be there. So check us out, follow us, and let's continue to build this foundation, which is Keep It a Brick.
Yeah, definitely. You fucks with it, so should you. That's what we on.
Yes, sir.
So let's move on. Let's give, since we kind of got off track. So we had a Louisiana man arrested for pissing in the water supply this week. I'm not surprised. Sounds about white. That's all.
Oh yeah, for sure. White. Definitely sounds about white.
Sounds about Florida to me. So.
I want to know
was in
why.
Louisiana.
I want to know why. That's what I want.
I want to know why too. That's
okay. I kept trying to find why, but nobody knows why. So
how old was this guy? Did we hit an age?
He was
57.
57. So we're gonna go ahead and blame it on the drugs. Okay. At 57, you know better. At 57, you know better.
Right.
You feel me? So I'm gonna blame it on the drugs on that one now. One of my questions was, I thought they filter and clean that stuff.
Well, shit.
They do.
They do, but when you pissing in it,
they also said that they tested it and they didn't see anything that was like abnormal, which I feel like they probably wouldn't say if they did. I don't think they would say that.
Right. Who would admit that? Who in the fuck would admit
we found piss in the water,
Y'all
don't worry
know
about
I'm
it.
I'm gonna give you an ignorant moment.
Of course.
When you gotta go, you gotta go.
No.
Well, you gotta go.
In the tank, in the water supply tank, out of all places.
Just give him the benefit of the doubt and act like he didn't know where he was.
In the damn water supply.
I gotta know what made him think that to do that. Like, why?
Like, look, man, no hands.
Threw away your career. You didn't threw away your job because they said he worked there for like a long time, and you about to go to jail.
Absolutely. All right.
Was it considered a felony on his end?
I don't think so.
No, I think it was a
misdemeanor. I think it's a misdemeanor. Not sure.
Yeah.
He endangered a lot of lives, so I was.
His bail was like $25,000. So.
Okay.
It's Louisiana, man.
Yeah.
Well, in Louisiana, they only want you for murder, so.
That's when you get to live in the chain gang and all that shit.
That's when it seems like people get punished over there for murder, but.
Yeah. But speaking of piss and disrespect to people, NLE Chopper had a video this week where he was walking Sukiyana. Walking Sukiyana by and another young lady, I don't know who that was, by the hair weaves like they were dogs. Is he disrespecting women? Is he disrespectful to women? We're gonna let the women answer first because
I need to hear you first, Mama.
We need
Yeah. Well, first of all, I feel like he's really contradicting himself because I literally just listened to an interview with him with Jason Lee, which he was talking about how he respects women and he doing all this stuff. And then next week you dog walking women. Like you gotta I'm just like, you gotta pick a side. you either with the queens or you're not.
Yeah, I kind of find it ironic because I said the same thing. He did that interview with Jason Lee, and he was like, "Yeah, I wouldn't smash nobody like that. I respect the ladies out here." And I'm like, "All right, man, maybe you are turning over a new leaf. Maybe you moving like that." But then you turn around, and the next thing I know, you're walking Sukiyana like a pit bull in the middle of the block. You know what I'm saying? And ain't no hate on Suki. You know what I'm saying? It's all love for her. You know what I'm saying? All love. But
I'm more disappointed in them than him.
Yeah, for allowing it to happen.
Exactly.
Go ahead. All right, wait, hold on. Let me give you viewer discretion is advised. Cash is about to take the mic.
Might be controversial.
It might be controversial.
But so the word disrespect.
Yes.
Is it disrespectful what he did?
Mm-hmm.
Can we deem it disrespectful if they allowed it?
That's why I said no. So I blame them. I don't blame him. They allowed it. So I don't think it was disrespect. I think I was more his image. He's trying to portray one thing and now he's portraying something else. So it doesn't match up.
The rapper image. The rapper image. We can say that.
But then the song is called Slut Me Out. So hey, I guess that kind of fits the song.
Thank you for making me a nice little segue. You said something earlier, Mama. You was like, are you with the queens or you not? Sometimes the queens want to be treated like little sluts. I don't. That's just what they want. I'm sorry. Now, I think the only issue with this is that it was public. It was viewed. People seen it.
And because it was a video. Yeah,
it was a video. I think that's the only issue that arises from it because it was viewed. Because deep down inside, I feel everybody wants to be slutted out. I'm sorry. That's the new wave. City girls, hot girls, all of this. FNF. Y'all want to... Listen. I don't know if I can say it's disrespectful if they're letting him do this to them. If this is what they desire. I can't say it. If that's what they're doing to get a check, I can't say it's disrespectful. I can't. Because this is how they're feeding their families at home. Now if you want me to be on some pro woman shit, I'd be on some pro woman shit. Yeah, women, you shouldn't be out here disgracing yourselves. But there are other ways to disgrace yourself.
This might be a dumb question, but what do they mean by slut me out? What does that mean? Exactly. Like what does that entail? I'm just curious.
For me, if a female tell me to slut her out,
I can do whatever, and I can do whatever I want to do.
I'm gonna treat her such as,
Okay, and what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna do everything I can to make sure you feel like a slut.
Oh my god!
Except spit on you, because that's like the ultimate disrespect for me. Spit
that would be.
I mean, I ain't gonna spit on you, but I mean, it may have. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I was just curious if there was something I was missing.
No. You may okay. So for you yourself, you
that
may
sound
not
like
call
some typical shit. I don't.
For yourself, you may not call it slutting you out. You just may call it. Make sure you handle business. Make sure you do your thing with me. You feel right. I think, for lack of better term, they just say slut them out.
Yeah, it just means look. I'm gonna do what I need. Like, take care of me in the bedroom, basically.
But I slut you out. But
Yeah,
I'm talking
I
in
don't
general.
ever see
Other than jokes.
myself saying that to a man, like
Don't
slut me
yeah,
out like that.
You
don't
never know.
yeah,
Have
don't
you ever been drunk and said some shit that you be like, I said that?
I
You
mean,
know?
I wouldn't say slut me out. Like I said, I'm down for a lot of things, but I
Like
wouldn't
sometimes
say slut
you
me
gotta
out.
a lot of
No.
a lot of people are using that term when they're under the influence. Just let them out. Some people say, and they'll say straight up like this: "I
they may
want to
be in
be
the heat of
drunk on
action
the
as well.
balcony getting slutted out." That's how they say it.
Yeah,
That's what people say.
Mm.
yeah. On the balcony.
Getting slutted out.
Wow.
On the balcony.
I love you, ladies. I
Okay.
love y'all. I love
Mm.
you, ladies. But
Oh my
once
God.
again, I don't know if it's disrespectful if they're letting them do that. I don't know.
I wouldn't
And
say no.
the way that Suki that
Yeah, it's
I
Sukiyama,
shouldn't
bro.
have to say
That's
no
it. That's
more.
all.
And
That's
it is
it.
no
If you don't
disrespect.
know who Suki is, only thing I'm gonna tell you is go check out Sukiyama the Goat. That's it.
But she is a
I'm
very
so
smart.
tired of
She is.
her. I'm so
But
tired of her. Like,
I
all
love
bullshit
Suki.
aside, she is a very smart lady. Very
I love
smart lady
Suki,
with
man.
a
Hey,
lot of common
Suki. I
sense.
love
She has a lot
Suki.
of common sense.
She does.
And
That shit. Her interview with Cam Newton, bro, was the best thing I think I've ever seen in a long time.
I just seen the clip for that. What did she ask him? And never mind, we're off air that one.
Real
But
awful.
we're off air that. But listen,
Awful. We'll move.
but this
Anyway.
also sparked up something with that whole issue with NLE and Sukiyama with Lil Mama. If y'all know who I'm talking about, Lip
Yeah,
Gloss is
I
popular.
heard about that.
She said something, and I don't know if I think she was just saying it in general. I don't think she was just directing it because I
Yeah,
didn't really read
but
it.
I
But I
mean,
just
she did
seen
at her though.
she okay. She directed it. I'm sorry, change the
Yeah,
words. She directed it, but she was like, "Hey, we're still setting ourselves back, basically, women." And she was speaking to the women that she felt like women are setting themselves back by the way they're carrying themselves. Now that's her opinion.
I think
Some
that's
men like
true.
it. Some people like it. Some people don't.
right.
You know, to
I
each his
again,
own.
I don't know. I can't say if it was disrespectful or not because that's again, how is something disrespectful if it's permissible, and what is permissible will follow through. So it's like you said earlier, we can't blame him for it. You know what I'm saying? We got to blame them for allowing it. So, I mean, I don't want to blame them either because then at that
Not
point,
blaming
it's
them.
just like, oh,
I
it's
mean,
just,
I just wish it would
yeah,
have been some white
do what you
girls
want.
or something. I wouldn't have cared if it
Oh
was some
my
white
God.
girls.
Oh my God. Well, okay. So going back to the Jason Lee interview, if you remember, he said that I don't think I think
You
he said he liked
don't. Yeah, he said that, but I'm
you
just saying, if you're gonna slut someone out, like I would have rather you had two white girls pulling their hair, walking them like a dog. I wouldn't have cared at all.
Got you. All right. Well,
So yeah.
speaking of walking, let's go ahead and let's talk about this WrestleMania fallout real quick. Let's get that out the way.
yeah.
And then we can end the show with our other little topic. WrestleMania happened this weekend, which was dope as fuck. It was great. I got to saw night 2. Did not get to see all of night 1, even though night 1 was the best night, and that's saying a lot.
A
That
lot
is
of people
saying
a lot of people would agree with you, but
yes,
a lot of
night
people would
1
agree with
was
you.
the shit. Night 2, some bullshit. Okay, all right. So let's just uh let's just pick and choose the moments of Raw. I mean, well, not Raw, but WrestleMania that I did like. Seth Rollins whooping the shit out of Logan Paul was cool for me. That was night 1. Sammy and fucking
KO.
KO winning, that was cool. Rhea and Charlotte had a really good match. Ladies showed out again. I
Yeah.
like women's sports. Damn it,
Ladies sports. Ladies in sports.
I like women's
Ladies
sports.
in
Damn it,
sports.
doing the damn thing.
For the wrong reasons, you guys. Wrong reasons.
That is not the wrong reason. That
No,
is
it's
not.
not.
That is not the wrong reason.
Just because I'm expecting a wardrobe malfunction does not mean it's the wrong reason.
You waiting for a titty to pop out or something? Like,
I'm always cheering for a titty to pop out. I'm like Dave Chappelle. Come on, titty. That's me. Hey, I'm a simple man. I
oh
like
my
titties.
god.
I'm a simple man. I like titties. But anyway, moving on. Night 2. Oh, before we get started, you were right about Austin Theory. Cash. Austin Theory won.
Told
Look
you.
at him. He over there smiling and shit. Austin
I
Theory
told you
won.
my
He
picks, and
beat John Cena. You called
Gotta
it.
give it to the new blood. New blood.
You called it.
Gotta give it to the new blood.
So night 2 was kind of some things happened that was just like I didn't like. I call for first of all the Hell in the Cell match. I call for Finn Balor to win that match. Edge ends up winning that match, which was stupid as fuck.
He didn't
Oh, we
need to
also
win.
forgot night 1 Rey Mysterio beat Dom, which was another stupid ass move for me. Like that was dumb. That was just dumb.
I want to talk about something in WrestleMania right quick.
Go ahead.
And it's funny.
I think I know
Snoop
what
Dogg.
I saw clips of that.
Snoop Dogg. Snoop Lion. Calvin Broadus.
Junior.
My boy hit his own version of the fucking people's elbow.
Hey, it's called the Stoner's elbow. That's what it's called.
Okay, Stoner's elbow. When I say it was so stiff, it was so stiff.
Bro.
He saved that, but I could give it to him. He saved that moment. He saved the moment.
Can we, before we get deep into that, can we talk about how Shane McMahon bust his ass and tore his quad like his daddy? Because that's exactly what he did. He came out there showing the fuck out and got laid the fuck out. Like straight up. Send his ass back home. Motherfuckers was talking about him.
Yeah.
Tore his quad.
Yeah.
Like his dad. You remember when his daddy tore his quad? Trying to get in the ring?
Yep.
Yeah. Tore his quad. Damn shame. Damn shame. You hate to see it, but you love to see it at the same time. Like you hate to see it. But I didn't like that Edge lost as the Demon. I mean, the Demon lost against Edge. I ain't like that shit.
Yeah.
Didn't like that. I didn't like, obviously, Cody Rhodes losing. Didn't like that. Your boy, you must acknowledge him at this point. So that's fine.
I told you.
You called it.
I don't see Cody doing it. I didn't see Cody doing it for one reason.
What's that?
I think the goal for Roman is 1,000 days as champion. I think that's the goal. And I think he's going to lose right after that 1,000, day 1,000, I think he's going to lose.
Yeah.
Don't know who he's going to lose to. Gotcha. I don't know who can take the belt from him. Who's going to be big enough to do it.
Not at this point. I don't know. But I mean, Cody Rhodes almost had him, though. That close. Very close.
Did not like seeing the Usos interfere in that match either.
You knew it was coming.
That's the reason why, because you knew it was coming.
You knew it was coming. You know. It was coming. Let's talk about that Raw ending with Cody getting bombarded and beat up by fucking Brock Lesnar.
Brock.
Why? Why, Black Dynamite? Why? That's all I can say. Why?
I got to emotional damage me right quick.
Hold on.
Emotional damage.
Cody. Yeah. I mean, he was so amped for this match, too.
Bro.
He was ready. He thought he had his teammate. He thought Brock was really going to be sincere about it, and Brock was going to have his back. And right when they was introducing introducing Cody.
Well,
Brock does what Brock does best.
Nah, I ain't even blaming it on Brock. I'm blaming it on Vince. I think Vince is back in the hot, back in creative, man, taking over. Especially with the WWE being sold. So WWE was sold this week.
I did see that there were 6 changes to the end of the show.
Yes.
For the ending of the show, there were 6 different changes to the ending of the show.
All
and that
by
was the one
Vince
that they
McMahon.
agreed upon.
All by Vince McMahon. All by Vince.
I mean, you know who it reminds you of?
What's up?
I think it was 2012. John Cena loses the big match at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And the next night, Brock runs through John Cena.
Yeah.
So it kind of reminds me of that. So it might be setting Cody up for the long run.
Yeah. Well, I think that's what they're doing. They're trying to set it up to the point where his title run means something. So, and then the WWE was sold to Endeavor, which owns UFC, and UFC and WWE is going under the same umbrella at this point, which is not too surprising. I think one of these days we will eventually see a WWE and UFC cross event at this point.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. Like it's gonna happen.
Do you want to see it?
No, I don't. But I know it's gonna happen. No. Like, first of all, like no one from WWE. There's not too many people from WWE that can literally hang like that. Like, yes, some of them are collegiate wrestlers, Some of them, not all of them. Okay, there's very few collegiate wrestlers there that can probably hold their own. But getting punched or kicked, that is something totally different
Being able to
than
take that
wrestling
shit,
motherfucker down.
like being able to take really, these are trained professionals. Even though WWE are trained professionals,
Yes, they are.
these motherfuckers.
Those are
their
real
hands,
trained professionals because
their hands
WWE
are
is not
deadly. Those
real.
are deadly weapons.
Right.
So me seeing the crossover between those two different entities, I'm not really.
I don't want to see that. I don't want to see it. I just
I'm not
don't
really
want to see it. I don't think it's a bad move though. But
now.
we'll see how. I think we'll see how it goes. We'll just see how it
Can
goes
we-
at this point.
Can we talk about Bianca Belair's entrance
Yes. Yes.
and the little girl that danced with her?
Yes.
And with the little girl, for those who don't know, earlier that day, her mother passed away.
Yeah.
The little girl's mother passed away, and it's the main girl that dances with
She
Bianca
was the
Belair.
contortionist. Yes.
The
The small
contortionist,
little girl.
yeah.
Yes.
Her mother passed away earlier that year, and for me, one, go back on Caitlin Clark. They said she was brave, courageous, and all that.
Yeah.
That little girl was more brave and more courageous than the Caitlin Clark because of what she had to endure that day.
Yeah. To lose a parent that
little-
day and then go out there and perform and like really like just show out and do her thing, man.
With a smile.
With a smile on her face.
With a
bro.
smile on her face.
That shit enlightened me, bro. Shout out to Bianca Belair. Shout out to Shout out to Papa H.
Shout out to Triple H. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Triple H. But
he
I just wanted to
disclosed
shed
that.
some light on that. I wanted to
that
shed
was a
some
good
light on
moment.
that because
That was a hell of a good moment for WWE.
Yeah.
Even though Bianca Belair won, I didn't want Bianca Belair to win. I wanted Asuka to win this shit. But I'm happy that Bianca Belair. Once I seen the kids on the stage, I was like, oh, come on, she ain't losing. You got black kids here in Los Angeles. You is not about to let this black lady lose on national TV. Nah,
I got another off-air question, but we'll leave that off-air.
Yeah, we'll leave that off here. Next up, speaking of black and good shit. I have our last topic is about black movies, black cinematography, and why I feel like black cinematography is not the same anymore. I blame Tubi and Tyler Perry Studios. I'm just gonna say that off the bat. I blame them niggas right now. And there's no shade to them, but the quality has gone down. Like the quality has gone down. Like this shit is like damn near black exploitation, like black exploitation at this point. And I like black exploitation. Y'all ruined it for me.
What you got, Soul?
I mean, I feel like there's always been low budget movies. I just feel like there's more platforms now to show it. Now it's like you said, there's all these different apps now, and it's like just unlimited low budget films. I try to support anytime I see a black movie in theaters. I try to go because they're obviously low budget because they're not getting the funding that other movies are getting. So I try to support so they can upgrade their movies. But yeah.
I'm glad this was a topic. Glad it was a topic. I'm glad it was a choice topic tonight. Let me take a sip.
Go ahead, take your sip, man. Sip your thing. Go ahead. Sip.
So here's my problem. There's always been that gap between black cinematography and white cinematography.
Yes.
So for instance, let's take a serious black movie. I can't give you one right now off the top of my head. I don't know why. Maybe the liquor. But the way that movies are shot, frame by frame, angle, all this, I always felt like black movies were more lower budgeted.
Mm-hmm.
When I watch and I don't want to say a white movie because that sounds so horrible, but when I watch a movie with a predominantly white cast, those movies, and I don't give a damn if it's a comedy, I don't give a damn if it's a serious crime, drama, anything, they are always shot nicely. With black movies, it's always like one or two fucking production companies that they could go through to get that movie shot. And I've noticed this maybe 10, 15 years ago. So that's why I'm glad that this is actually a damn conversation tonight, that I've been noticed that.
Yeah.
And I always notice the difference. I'm like, damn, there's never the same. You don't get the same effects from a white movie to a black movie.
No,
You don't.
No.
No.
And I don't know if it's a cheaper route
Yeah.
because, like you said, budget.
Right.
And I don't know if it's because they're taking the cheaper route. But I would like to see a feature-length film, black film, that is shot like some of these serious fucking white films that are being shot.
I agree. I think when it comes down to cinematography and black cinematography, the issue is obviously it's a few issues. It's budget and exposure.
Mhm.
Budget, because obviously, you know what I'm saying, you got to make them things look like Tyler Perry wigs, you know what I'm saying, which are horrible out here in these streets.
And every one of them, but keep going.
Yeah, every single
They
last one.
getting a little better, you know. They really are. I watch Sisters, and they are better this season. So he must be, you know, he's heard your guys' concerns.
Well, I'm glad, because them things was looking like a nappy chihuahua, nigga. On them things
Shit. What's my guy name? What's the guy name? What's it Boris? Is it Boris?
Boris
Oh,
Kogan.
you're talking about
The braids?
Shamar, was it? Yeah, when he had the
Oh,
dreads.
Yeah,
I'm
Shamar
thinking about
Moore. Yeah,
Shamar Moore.
That's
Yeah.
Shamar Moore. The braids? Stop it. Why?
That looked crazy. That looked
that
wild.
shit look nasty.
It wasn't even called for.
But when it comes down to black cinematography and stuff like that, like I said, it's budget and exposure. Spike Lee shot She Gots to Have It. You know what I'm saying? With a very low budget black and white film until I think the end of the film. You know what I'm saying? Where he was able to honestly afford color, and that's what blew his movie up. I think Spike Lee honestly is like the Godfather to me of my generation. I'm not saying that because there's other people like Melvin Van Peebles who's did a lot of directing and stuff like that. John. What is it? Fuck, John Singleton. You know what I'm saying? The Hughes brothers also did some good directing with Menace to Society. Like those were like very low budget films, and like they could only go through like New Line Cinema and all these production companies.
Lionsgate is the new one.
Lionsgate, right? Yeah. Lionsgate and stuff like that. So it's always been like I said, it's always been about the budget and the exposure. Budget, because again, some of these guys can't, to make these movies costs a lot of money. Exposure, again, back to it depends on where I can put my movie at. Now, like you said, so you know what I'm saying, with technology and the way it is, I can put my shit on Tubi and it may be horrible, but you gonna watch it. You know what I'm saying? Like you gonna.
It is horrible.
May I add?
Go ahead.
I've never seen a Tubi movie.
I haven't either. I think I want to actually sit down and watch a Tubi movie and come back and report to you guys.
Okay, let's all watch one.
Right, I'm with it.
Well, first of all, I have to download the app, or whatever.
Well, yeah, of course. I got to do all
of it. But I have never seen a Tubi movie that's not a flex. That's not me capping on none of that shit. I have never. If it's too low budget, I don't want to see that shit. Because I take my movie serious.
I feel it.
Take my movie serious. So I don't want to see nothing. If the gun pop and your blood stain is after the fact, I don't want to watch
right.
that.
Like that one I seen on Tubi with the girl, the dude was shooting at her and she was just like
she never fell to the ground. That's
like
crazy.
She's dodging the bullets and shit, and then you just run and stab her.
Another thing. With it. One more thing. When it comes to acting.
Yes.
A lot of people feeling like these British actors, English actors are getting all the roles.
Yeah.
If you're not going to take it serious, if you're not going to give us that this could be Oscar worthy. It's Oscar, right? Oscar worthy.
Yeah.
Don't do it. And don't complain about these guys that's actually putting their all into this shit.
Yeah. I mean, they still black though. That's one thing I look at it as. I mean, again,
you remember what I said last week? I think it was last week.
Yeah.
And we was talking about the N-word.
Yeah.
And who can use it and who cannot use it.
Yeah.
And I said, well, shit, can Africans use it? Can English people use it? And you said,
yeah,
well, they say, bro.
what I said about, but again, what I said about Africans is said, yeah, I just don't like how they say it.
Yeah,
Like, I don't like how some of them say it.
You said it. Yeah.
Some of them say it with the ER when, you know what I'm saying? And then you have some who are kind of like Americanized with the culture, you know what I'm saying, with our side of the culture and be like, you know, dropping it like how we drop it. So, it just depends on how they say it. I never said I had a problem with them saying it. But
how they say it. You're right. How they say it. You said that.
How they say it. How they say it. Not how if they can say it. Now, because shit, they black.
I feel like if you're black, you can say it. I don't really care where your origin, you know, where you're from.
Yeah.
But
what if they have some type of black in them?
Black.
Yeah, you know, they say a drop of blood, you know, you're black.
The rule of thumb is if you have a drop of black blood in you, you're black. That's it.
Yeah.
There's a big argument about that. We should save this one though. But there's an argument about it.
Anyway,
there's a big argument about that, bro.
Yeah, there's definitely a big argument about that. Anyway, that is the show. I want to go ahead and thank Soul for coming on the episode. Hopefully, this will not be.
I know. Thank you. No, I'm gonna come back because me and Mr. Man on the Couch, we got to have a talk about what women bring to the table.
Oh shit! I
So
guess
we're gonna have to pick that up.
Sooner than I think. Okay. All right, that's happening.
Y'all have your own table, but a lot of y'all don't bring a fuck thing. But I'm ready.
Okay,
I bring the whole table, but that's another story for another
we'll talk about that another episode. Again, we want to shout out to you, so thank you for coming on to the show. Shout out to the bricklayers. You know what I'm saying? That's helping this podcast. Again, you can find us on Instagram at Keep It a Brick. You can find us Keep It Brick. You can find us on Facebook at Keep It a Brick. You know, and if you on YouTube, again, our bricklayers, that's what we calling y'all because y'all laying the foundation for this podcast and things like that. For us to flood the streets and make sure y'all watching, please make sure you like, comment, dislike, subscribe, hit that notification bell, drop comments. We up in there. We are watching y'all and we see y'all up in there. Shout out to y'all watching the videos on YouTube. Much appreciated. If you want to find me, your host, Highly G, find me on Instagram at The Highly G. Simple. Made it real simple for you. The Highly G. Straight up. You can find the man. I'm at with it. You know where that man at. The man on the couch in the ghetto. In the ghetto.
On Facebook.
Yeah.
On
Let
Facebook.
Him know.
Yeah.
Let him know.
At Will Walker. Fine. Miss Soul, you want to give him your handle, mama?
No, I'm hiding out right now. So. No. If you want to find me, you'll figure it out.
You got to put out the bat signal for her.
Yeah. Okay. She said she out of here like Bruce Wayne. All right, folks, we out. Have a good one. Peace.
Y'all better listen up closely.
You know we ain't holding back.
Can you feel me?
Now, it's time to keep it a brick.
Is that clear?